Okay, this morning we're going to be talking about greed and its effects. It's one of the topics in CRS syllabus, okay? And it is very, very important, not only for the JAMSing, even in our individual lives. It is very, very important that we take this topic. So what do we call greed? What is greed? All right? Now, we have that greed is the excessive desire for something. Excessive desire for something. Excessive desire for something. Of course, there should be a desire for something, but once it is getting excessive, we say it is greed. All right? So we have that. It can be food, it can be money, or other forms of wealth. Anything whatsoever. All right? You know, we all know the saying that too much of a thing is not good, isn't it? Very good. It is important in our lives as individuals that we are contented with the little we have at the moment, as we aim for more. As we aim for more. All right. We have that a greedy person can commit crime to ensure he satisfies his desire. A greedy person can commit crime to ensure he satisfies his desire. Okay, what does the Bible what does it have to say as regards the concept of greed and its effects? All right, what does the Bible have to say? We're going to tell two stories around this concept. Very interesting story in the Bible. The first one, we're going to tell the story of King Ahab, who wanted to take the vineyard of Naboth. And also we're going to tell the story of Naaman, King Naaman, and his servant Gehazi. All right? The stories are quite interesting. All right, let's move on. We have that the Bible in the book of 1 Kings from chapter 21 from 1 to 9, we have the story of King Ahab, of how he coveted Naboth's vineyard. Please take note. He coveted Naboth's vineyard. He's a king. He has lands. Why is it that he wanted another person's land? And come to think of it, that land was given to Naboth by his father. So it was his inheritance. All right? It was his inheritance. Now, there are certain things I would like to talk about in this that will capture the whole thing. We already have the Bible reference, 1 Kings. We have chapter 21, then from verse 1 to 29. But let's look at some key points. All right? The first one, how did King Ahab know that Naboth has a vineyard? How? The first thing to know, what do we have? Naboth's vineyard was near the palace of Ahab. And as at then, Ahab was the king of Samaria. So, a very good point to note. All right? How did you get to know that Naboth had a vineyard? Do you understand? So you have the point where the vineyard was near King Ahab's palace. Take note of that. All right. Number two, Ahab wanted the vineyard for a garden. He wanted to use it for a garden. To be precise, for vegetable garden. Are you getting it? For vegetable garden. Now, he proposed to exchange it for another garden. That was his proposal. As the king of this land, I implore Naboth that you give me your garden in exchange for another garden. Why are you not satisfied with your garden? Okay? Now let's move on. Said Naboth refused the offer. According to the Bible, Naboth stated clearly, said, "May the Lord forbid that I give away my father's inheritance." May the Lord forbid. That means Naboth treasured his father's inheritance. Do you understand? So he wanted to hold on to it dearly. Now here comes King Ahab of Samaria, who was greedy, wanted to take the garden for another garden because he wanted to plant vegetable garden. Let's move on. Now, number 4, Naboth was killed by the order of Jezebel, Ahab's wife. Jezebel was cunning. Jezebel was Ahab's wife. She was very cunning. Okay, now this is what happened. When Naboth refused the offer, the Bible records that when Ahab got home, he was restless. He was what? Restless. Then the wife came in and asked, "My king, why are you restless?" Then Ahab told the story. Then Jezebel said, "No problem. I will handle this." Then of course she handled it. She found allegation against Naboth. And Naboth was killed to the point that it was dogs. It was what? Dogs that licked his blood. Let's move on. So Naboth was killed by the order of Jezebel, Ahab's wife. Now let's see what happened next. The vineyard was taken, alright? Was taken, but God laid curse on who? On Ahab and his family and his generation. Should I tell you the curse? Look at it. God said, in the place where Naboth's blood was licked by the dog, that is where you, Jezebel, even the house of Ahab, that is where a dog is going to lick your blood. And that was, do you know what happened to Jezebel? He fell, isn't it? Sorry, she fell. She fell, and really, dogs came to lick the blood. Are you getting me? Later in the story, Ahab actually asked for forgiveness, and God forgives him. Later in the story. Is that okay? So, King Ahab was greedy enough, coupled with the fact that his wife was cunning and also was greedy. Is that okay? And look at the end. That is why we say that greed and it's what? Effects. Now, there is always a consequence that follows greediness. There is always what? A consequence that follows what? Greediness. Alright? So this is the story around King Ahab, Naboth, and the vineyard. In the next video, we are going to be talking about Naaman, Elisha, and Gehazi. Thank you so much.